Randy and Bob. If this storytelling doesn't work out, maybe the speech writing you got a shot at. It is just great to be in Howard, and I send greetings from Sioux Falls. For several years now, I've been following the progress of the Rural Learning Center and what Randy Perry and the group over here is doing to improve rural South Dakota. But it wasn't until last month where I came over and met with Randy and Jim Beddoes and Pat Maroney and their staff and really got a good idea of what the future holds and what we're trying to do here with this building. It is going to be a wonderful place, and I look forward to stories in the future about how the Rural Learning Center has made a huge impact on communities not only around here, but around the U.S. I'm from a small town in Nebraska, and my wife is actually from a small town in Iowa, smaller than Howard, believe it or not. And so we have a pretty good idea about Midwestern rural communities and some of the struggles that they have. Many of the communities don't really know where to start, and that is why it is so critical that the work here at the Rural Learning Center in helping these communities not only strive to survive, but also thrive in the future. The other thing that I was quite impressed with, and I think is very admirable, is how many of the high school kids got involved early on when this was only a dream, and Randy, you told me about that last time I was here. And I think it really points out to how critical it is that rural areas develop things for their youth. You know, the bright lights and the better paying jobs of the large cities are certainly an attraction for many of our kids. But because of projects like this and the possibilities down the road, we can provide better paying jobs that are green and that are involved in renewable energy. Citibank has been proud to partner with the Rural Learning Center in the development efforts over the years. And right now, I want to introduce for you a very special guest, and her name is Pam Flaherty. Pam is the president and CEO of the Citi Foundation. Pam was so excited about this project that she flew in last night from New York, and she wanted to be here to share her views and I think maybe also share a very special announcement. Pam?
It really is a pleasure to be here today with you. I've lived in New York City for the last 40 years, but I can tell you my heart is in the Midwest. I'm from Webster Groves, Missouri, and I'm really delighted to be here in the great heartland of this great country. I think this is my third visit to South Dakota over the years because, as you know, South Dakota has been tremendously important to Citibank. South Dakota now is the legal home for 2 of Citi's 4 banks, and we have more than 3,000 employees in Sioux Falls. And when Citi decided to leave New York and to look for a new place for our credit card business, South Dakota welcomed us with open arms, and I remember those days very, very clearly. And I think we made a contribution to South Dakota's economy in that, but we have gotten so much back in return from South Dakota. And I've said to my colleagues here that in many ways I think the culture of Citi in South Dakota, the commitment to excellent customer service, the commitment to teamwork, the commitment to community engagement are all things that have left a lasting imprint on us as a company as well as contribute to our success. I was thrilled to learn about the Rural Learning Center. It came up as a grant proposal which I had to present to our board, and I looked at it and I said, oh my gosh, this is the trifecta. This is it. I happen to have spent a great deal of my life over the last 10 years on the greening of Citi, if you will, engaging our company in efforts to become more environmentally sustainable and to contribute to environmental sustainability in all the places where we do business around the world. At the Citi Foundation, we have grant programs in 87 countries around the world. And we've tried to engage not only the foundation, but our business as well, and have looked for opportunities to make a difference in the green space. We have a commitment to reduce our greenhouse gases as a company. We announced in 2007 a $50 billion initiative to lend and invest in environmentally sustainable businesses. We recently announced the U.S. largest wind financing to date. It's in upstate New York. We have environmentally, all of our new buildings, wherever they are built around the world, are LEED certified. And we also are the company that has the largest number of retail branches that are also LEED environmentally certified, so that they will save energy and they will be more pleasant places to work. So, and I would say that it's not just our corporate customers that we're involved with. We have a wonderful program that our card business is very engaged in and has now been so successful it has spread around the world, to entice our customers to switch from paper-based statements to electronic statements. And every time our customers do that, we plant a tree. So I think we have saved the equivalent of 22,840 trees by not issuing all those statements that nobody read anyway. We saved our business a lot of money, and we've planted 2.3 million trees so far, and we're expanding around the world. So in the spirit of this day, we've all talked about the importance of people and their energy and their commitment, and all of those things are important. But I hate to bring up the tacky issue of money. But it also takes a little money for all these things to work. And I do believe that a guest at a party should always bring a gift. And so the Citi Foundation is announcing a gift of $250,000 to help construct this state-of-the-art green building and to fund some of the programs that will be offered here. We're just thrilled, and I want to tell you that I intend to come back and see what this building looks like, but more importantly, to see how you are training people for the new economy, because this is not just about energy and energy independence. It's about jobs, it's about retraining, and that's one of the things that I think is one of the great challenges for our country. So, see you next time.